Hey guys, Mac here with another crazy thought. What if liberty and justice for all isn't for everyone? What if ideas like freedom, equal rights, justice, tolerance, and democracy have to be discovered by every culture on their own in their own way, assuming it's even desired in the first place? Well, if we look at when, where, and more importantly, why these concepts first surfaced in human society, we see that it was only after centuries of war and madness that they arose not in spite of, but because of that madness. Was it only by overcoming these challenges that we're even able to have this conversation openly in the first place? What if during the Dark Ages, when Western civilization was wallowing in its own filth of plague, persecution, and war, what if the then progressive Middle Eastern powers would have gone traipsing through Europe on a quest to save a suicidal culture from itself by nation building or occupation, if there's even a difference anymore? I doubt that their scholars and strategists would have approved of any such endeavor, no matter how noble it may have appeared at the time. Now, would there even be such a thing as Western civilization at all if this had occurred? Or would we still be in small groups squabbling amongst ourselves, or fighting against an occupying force in some bloody cause? Well, let's forget nations and borders for a moment. What if every culture has to experience and survive its own dark age, in its own way, from start to finish, from inception to revolution to civil war to whatever comes next? Well, if this is true, then we Westerners better let the rest of the world continue on their own path, because we've been at this for centuries and we still can't even find our noses in the dark. Well, then the hardest question, at least for those of us who are even remotely sensitive to the suffering of other life forms, is what of the countless countries that are ravaged by disaster or conflict, who are in desperate need of aid that Western society can easily provide? Do we just bury our head in the sand with all of our technology and our wealth, knowing that we could ease the suffering of millions? Well, if we are compassionate creatures, and if it's true that fellow human beings have to suffer intensely to avoid eternal suffering or destruction in the end, would we still interfere with their course? Well, these are questions for better men than myself, like Captain Jean Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise. But I'm pretty sure even he had a reason for not handing out warp drive to just anyone. What do you guys think?